Welcome to Yin Yoga today. And we're going to start by just sitting in the lotus position or an easy pose. So an easy pose is just crossing your legs, and that's fine. Regular lotus, you are welcome to lift a leg over or add the other leg too. I can only do one leg, but I'm not comfortable, so I'm just going to do an easy, comfortable lotus position. Go ahead and take the hands in prayer. Inhale, rise the hands towards the sky. And exhale, lower to your heart. Once more, inhale, rise. And exhale, lower. Go ahead and take one hand over the other at your heart. Relax your shoulders. Take some deep breaths in the chest. Take some deep breaths in the belly. Stay there, please. Softly close the eyes. And I'm going to read to you today our quote. Our quote today is, "If we wait until we are perfect before we love ourselves, we will waste our lives. We are already perfect right here and now. Send out love and harmony. Put your mind and body in a peaceful place. Then allow the universe to work in the perfect way that it knows how. Now that you're feeling comfortable and connected, we're going to rearrange the hands and the legs to opposite. So whatever hand you have on top, switch it around. And then do the same with your legs. And just notice how strange this may feel. A little uncomfortable, but it's still you. And recognize that as we cross our hands differently than our normal habit, or cross our legs differently than our normal habit, everything we do, a lot of things we do are habitual, of how we cross our legs or place our hands. Habitual thoughts are also self-detrimental, judgmental of yourself, thinking you're not worthy. And that's habitual. I have that so much. So recognizing how we change our hands around or cross our legs different, think of starting to get comfortable with a little bit of change within your own body. And that change may be not being so hard on yourself. Taking more time to be here and now. Let's go ahead and release the legs and take your legs in diamond, Konasana. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms out. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, tuck the hips in, round forward. Stay there, just dip a shoulder, lower the head, breathe into the back shoulder blades. Other side, a little dip. Let your hips hips, tuck in even more. Breathe into the back ribs too. Now all the way forward. Drop the head. And then walk the hands to one side. And then continue reaching towards that direction into our side stretch. Take that top arm and then circle forward. Lift up and back side. Go slow at the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Wonderful. Start to lower the head as you round forward. Exhale. Take a fuller, longer breath and do one more. Stay right there. Just circle that wrist on the top hand and circle the other way. Good. Release, melt forward. Walk your hands a little bit to the side, Ardha Konasana. Gently letting your hips melt away from you, behind you, opening the lower back. Take your time coming all the way to the side. Reach the top arm up. Rooting the opposite sit bone down. Breathing into the side ribs. Inhale, exhale, slow circle. Inhale. Now as you breathe, count to 5 as you exhale and do the same as you inhale. Do 2 more at your own pace, slow. Nice. And just circle that wrist. And then other way around. Wonderful. Go and take the legs forward. Lift the arms up. Dandasana. Exhale, reach Paschimottanasana. Just point your toes and flex. And point. And flex. Go ahead, bend one knee, whatever leg you like. Lift the arms up, inhale, Janu Sirsana. Exhale, reach, and let it go. Gently walk your hands a little bit towards in between both legs. The legs stay the same. One is bent, one is straight. We're just walking our hands from towards the straight leg, towards kind of in between both legs. And then start to walk your hands towards the bent knee, adding a twist. Take time here to lengthen. Inhale through the spine. Exhale, ribs come through. Shoulders relax. Good, inhale, and then exhale, twist towards the straight leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist towards the bent knee. One more, inhale, reach up. Exhale towards the straight leg. Now that we're facing towards a straight leg, we're going to turn our body into child pose in that direction and melt. Go ahead and walk your hips a little bit forward, lower down. Now this is Shalabhasana Locust. So a couple options. You can keep your forehead down. You can rest your forehead on top of your palms placed like so. You can stay there and relax. Or if you like, we're going to reach one arm back and reach for that foot into a thigh stretch. So the other arm is just forward in a kind of an L position. Let that top shoulder roll back. Gently kick back. Go ahead, release, other side. Come back in child, release that. Flatten the feet. Let your hips melt back to your feet. Coming up, returning center. And then switching legs. So whatever leg you had bent last time, we're just going to switch. Release that lower back by lifting up once again. Good. Exhale, Savasana. Gently walk your hands kind of in between the legs. We're not trying to reach forward. We're just trying to reach down. You want to keep that spine curved so you can open up the vertebrae back there. Drop the shoulders. Start to reach towards that knee. Add a twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, little twist. Inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, twist the other way. Good. And two more like that at your own pace. Inhale, adding that lengthen. Good. Exhale. We're twisting towards the straight leg. We're going to go ahead and bend our knees in child pose on this side. Or wherever side you are is fine. This time, go ahead and curl the toes. So instead of having your feet flat, curl your toes. And then just walk your hands forward into puppy stretch. Spread the palms out. Just kind of slide back a little bit. Get a little openness in the vertebrae. Down the head. my back, we want to keep that traction or that opening in the vertebrae. So for example, if you're forward here with your hands, just walk a little bit to the side, walk a little forward and slide back. And then if you really need to release that back, I know I do, take the inside hand and place it just a little bit under the other, and then dip the inside shoulder and rest your head. Have your elbows a little bit bent. You feel all that side open. Good. Wonderful. While you hold this pose, we're going to return to our quote today and about learning new internal habits. We use the example of crossing our legs one way, always the same way, same with our hands, placing one under the other in a habit. Changing that internal wiring of how we cross our legs or place our hands, apply that to your internal thoughts. In each inhale, think about what you already have within you that's beautiful, that's wonderful. And as you exhale, let go of judgments that you have upon yourself. For me, this is the hardest thing. And all we're asking you to do is every inhale, make it a little longer and fuller so your mind feels more accepting and more open to these healthy, positive, caring thoughts to yourself. And then each exhale, make it longer. Letting go of whatever's stuck inside. What is it inside of you that is beautiful and wonderful? What is it inside of you that are words you tell yourself that are unhealthy for you? Go ahead and switch to the other side if you haven't done already. So if you're on one side here, dipping that inside shoulder, just start to walk to the other side. Dip that inside shoulder, still keeping your elbows a little bit bent. This is also a good chance, because our toes are curled, you can flatten them if you like. This creates a slope, and it gives us more space to breathe into the low belly. This has to do with our lower chakras, and your root chakra has to do with feeling secure and stable and safe. So breathe deeply into the low belly. Many of us have feelings of unstableness, unknowing. Give some reassuring, comforting breaths to the low belly. Remember our quote. If we wait until we are perfect before we love ourselves, we will waste our lives. Here, right now, then allow the universe to work in the perfect way that it knows how. Let's carefully come up. Just release the legs. Take them straight again. We're going to move again since we held that for a while. Lift the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, Paschimottanasana. Point your toes again and flex. And point. And flex. Go and take your legs out into your Upavishta Konasana. Good. Take one arm up into a tricep stretch, reaching for that elbow or that upper arm. Drop both shoulders. Point all your toes and flex. And let's do that again. Feels good. Point and flex. A little tilt. Drop both shoulders. A big breath in the low belly. Take that arm out. Inhale and exhale, reach. 2 more like that. Huge, wonderful, cleansing breaths. So the arm circles down. Inhale, reach up. Lengthen the waist ribs. And exhale, side round. 2 more at your own pace. Reaching full. And lowering the head and neck. Nice. Go ahead and release other arm, tricep stretch. And let's point all the toes, guys. Good. And flex. That flexing feels so good. And point. Ooh, my tricep is tight too. And flex. Always the same side that's tight on me. And a little tilt. And both shoulders calm. Your shoulders always want to lift. And then right away, low belly, huge breath. Good. Let's go ahead and extend that arm, guys. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly circle forward. Lower the head, round the spine forward. Take time to inhale, reach up. Fingers become longer, space in the knuckles. Ribs open. And exhale, side, soften, round forward. Inhale, reach for something beautiful. Reach for something wonderful. Exhale, let go. One more at your own pace. Wonderful. Go ahead, pick up the legs, bring them in. Nice. We're going back on onto all fours. And just take one leg, whatever leg you like. Curl those toes, push the heel back into a calf stretch. Imagine you're trying to poke a hole into the wall behind you with your heel. Nice. Go ahead and bring that same leg forward. And then we're just going to walk our hands to the inside. Add some blocks here or some books if you need support. And hold this stretch. Make sure this leg does not go past 90 degrees. So if you need a deeper stretch, guys, please don't do this even though it feels good. Keep this 90 degrees and then instead just walk the back knee back instead. Good. Take some big deep breaths in the belly because you're opening the front of that hip. Take your hands down around that leg. Maybe walk that back knee closer. Curl the back toes and shift back. You can add some blocks here if you need to. And then just point those toes and flex. And point. And flex. Lower the head just a little bit more. Release. Come in child pose. At this point, if you like, take your knees wide and feet flat. We will return to this pose and hold it longer. But let's go ahead and go back to the other leg before we forget which leg we did, okay? But I promise you we will come back to that and hold that longer. You're doing great. So on all fours, take the other leg back. My hair is getting in the way. And then just imagine you're poking a hole through the back wall with your heel. Bring that same leg forward. We don't hold these stretches I'm doing now very long because it's a lot on the knee. So these we're doing right now, this sequence, if it's uncomfortable, please stay in child pose or any other stretch. And then this one you can walk the back knee back if you like. Let your hips soften a little bit. Take a deep breath into the low belly, and that will bring more prana or calmness into the front of that hip. And then we take our arms around that leg, rearrange your legs so you're comfortable, curl the back toes, add some blocks for support of your hands if you like, shift back, and then point and flex. And point and flex. And then just lower your head, let your shoulders be a little heavier. Turn to our knees wide. This one we're going to hold for a while. So normally in Yin we hold our stretches quite a while, so let's do that. Take the knees out wide, feet flat. Walk forward. Huge breaths in the low belly. Walk your hands a little bit diagonal. And the other side diagonal. Go ahead and come center. Next, we're going to add the shoulder release stretch. So this one I like to do with my knees wide in child pose. You can do this with your knees parallel or in your puppy pose. We just take our arms forward, take one hand with the palm up and thread under. And let your head rest that way. If it's not for you, then go ahead and sit up and do an athletic stretch like so. Make sure you drop your shoulders. Or maybe being on your knees for a while was uncomfortable and you want to do this option. It's your yoga practice. Feel that deltoid, upper back. And then as you hold this asana or pose, notice if you are doing certain habits. If you are holding tightness anywhere in your facial muscles or clenching your teeth, scrunching your forehead. So find that inner light or that inner kindness from inside. As you inhale, as you mentioned earlier, think about what is wonderful, what is beautiful. And if you cannot think about something within you, think about what's wonderful and beautiful about someone you know, or wonderful and beautiful about this world. When you're ready, go ahead, switch sides, other arm, palm up, coming through. Thread the needle. Open the space between the eyebrows. Your third eye is where we invite sight into the soul. time coming out. After holding that pose and being in the knees for a while, let's come up. Go ahead, lay down, find a strap or towel guide. You're doing great. Put both feet up. If you don't have a strap, you can hold your legs up with your hands. A little rock, maybe, release. Take one leg up, other leg down. Shake out the shoulders. Inhale, get that leg really open by pushing that heel away. Exhale, shoulders go calm. Inhale, expand the belly. Exhale, eyebrows. Slide to the ears wide. Inhale, open the third eye between the eyebrows. Exhale, calm. Release that leg. Cross that leg over the other with both legs bent. Pull in, hands anywhere. Maybe a little rock. Take your hands wider on your legs if that's comfortable. And then relax your shoulders and let's let your hands be heavy. I love that effortlessness that opens the hips. Lengthen everything, guys. Circle the ankles and wrists. Feels good. And circle the other way around. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. Work on the other leg. And lower back really needs this. You can always bend the other leg if you like. Shake out the shoulders. Let your head go side to side so that you don't habitually, at least I do, I lock up my neck and shoulders. So change that habit. Oh. Great. Then as you inhale, lengthen the back of the leg by pushing that heel away, getting that leg really straight. And then exhale, your shoulder joints just melt. Good, stay right there. And I'm going to let you know what I do that helps me get things out of my mind. So I call this the 3-part breath. In the front of the body, there are 3 parts that I consider tunnels or enter and exit avenues of our energy. There are many of these in your meridians and chakras and such, but the ones that stick out to me are your third eye between your eyebrows and your heart and your belly. So as you do that, we're going to go ahead and close the eyes, holding the stretch. The first part is inhale, open between the eyebrows. your third eye, imagine clouds separating. And exhale, soften the shoulders. Next, inhale, open at the heart, your heart chakra. Imagine a light shining out. Exhale, soften. And then third, inhale, open at the belly. Feeling nurtured and full. And exhale, soften. And then put that together. Huge inhale, open the third eye, widen. Open the heart and the belly, solar plexus. And exhale. Carefully release. Hopefully that felt good. Just cross that leg over the other with both legs bent in your Apanasana stretch. And then maybe reach a little wider towards your feet if you can. And then just let your hands and shoulders be heavy. Ooh, feels good in the hips. Go ahead and lengthen one more time. Point your toes, guys, and flex. And point. And flex. And just take one leg up. Hold it in. Circle that ankle of that knee you're holding in. And circle the other way. We're going to take the same side hand on the same side knee. So just pretend I'm laying down. I have one knee bent. Same hand on the same knee. As you lay down, take that knee side and just relax. So this is a side stretch, and notice that your shoulders may want to go forward a little bit, or your hips want to go forward a little bit. So as you inhale, huge breath. Exhale, soften your hip, knee, and shoulder. And then go ahead and take that same leg that's bent right here, and we're going to cross it over the other at the ankle. So whatever leg you had bent, cross over at the ankle on the floor. Good. And then take that same side arm up above you, reach diagonal on the floor. And then reach with the other hand, grab that wrist and gentle side pull. Let your upper body go a little diagonal with you. So if I have my right leg crossed in front at the ankle, Then I have my right arm over my head and pulling it with the other arm. Bananasana. Feel your IT band, your sciatic, the ribs open, breathe. Good. And then take that same leg, bend that same knee, and take it across the body to your Jathara Parivartanasana with the opposite hand pressing down. Good. Inhale, feel the shoulder and knee opposite, reach wide across opposite parts of the room. Exhale, soften. Good, stay right there. Next, we want to feel our body opening in both directions. So, as you inhale, go ahead and lengthen, feel your breath travel from your tailbone up your vertebrae out the top of the head. And then as you exhale, let your knee and shoulder reach wide and melt. Inhale, breath travels up the spine, out the top of the head. Exhale, opposite shoulder and knee soften. And release, full body stretch. Oops, I'm hitting the wall here. There we go. And let's go ahead and lift the other knee up. Hold that leg in. We're almost there. And just circle that ankle. We gotta do the other side. This feels good. Especially circling the ankles and wrists. And then circle the other way. Focusing on the little things, the ankles and wrists always feels good. And then same side, we open that knee to the side, wherever it wants to go comfortably. Inhale, huge low belly breath. Exhale, soften hip, knee, shoulders. Inhale, huge belly breath. Exhale, let go. Hip, knee, shoulders. Okay, we're going to take that leg, cross it over the ankle, reach that same side arm up, use the other hand to grab that wrist of the other arm, tilt. Nice long line here. Bananasana. And carefully take that same leg up, bend that knee, and take it across. Whew. All of this needs to be stretched. And then keep that lengthening feeling, especially in this twist. I tend to go really overarching on my back, and I feel kind of scrunched a little bit. So that's why that breath will help. Inhale, feel that lengthening from the tailbone up the spine, out the top of the head. Exhale, opposite shoulder and knee calm. Carefully release, or stay there longer if you like. Pull the knees in and just circle the knees around. Good for the lower back, of course. Then take your time going the other way. Take the legs wide, support with the hands under, circle the ankles here. Why not? And other way. And point. And flex. And do that again, guys. Point and flex. And then Anandabalasana, happy baby. If you want, you can play around with this and do a kind of bow and arrow. I know that helps me do a little deeper stretch on one leg. Maybe hold one side a little bit longer if that feels good. And then lay down for Shavasana. Now as you inhale, count to 10 in the mind. And the same as you exhale, melting into that soft cloud, through the cloud. Go ahead and pull the knees in. One more rock side to side. Hopefully feeling really good. And then just take your time coming up. And sitting comfortably. Inhale, rise the hands in prayer towards the sky. Exhale, lower to your heart. Inhale, rising. Exhale, lower. Take one hand on top of the other over the heart again. Feel that warmth and love within inside of yourself. You are beautiful. You are wonderful, just as you are. From my heart to yours, namaste.